Then we have the fill in the blanks. 1. Securitization. 2. Window dressing. 3. Tandem committee. 4. Durand. And fifth one is 2.5. Then true or false? 1 true, 2 true, 3 false, fourth one is true, and fifth one is false. Then section B. So problem number 1. So you have to calculate the cost of capital for preference shares. So that is D divided by NP is a formula. So the answer for at par is 12.5%. For premium it is 11.11%. At discount it is 13.33%. Then question number 2. So this is calculation of dividend as per Walter model. So you have to just apply the formula. So by solving you get the answer is 0.31. Then question number 3. So adla or balance sheet kuduthirukanga. From that balance sheet you have to calculate the operating leverage, financial leverage, combined leverage, and also what is the likely level of EBIT if the earnings per share is ₹3. So operating leverage is 1.38, financial leverage is 1.03, and the combined leverage is 1.42. Then the answers to question number 4 is that the earnings before interest and tax, the balance sheet figure being 71,385, and the working notes for the same is given below. Sales less variable cost contribution minus fixed cost is earnings before interest and tax. Less the interest, you will get profit before tax, less tax 35%, profit after tax 3,27,600. And earnings per share is 27. So that's all with regard to test number 1. Then test number 2. Section A. Choose the correct answer. 1 C, 2 B, 3 A, and 4 B. And the next one is true or false. False, false, true, false, and false. So then we have G. So idhula vandu 3 project irukku and you have to calculate the discounted cash flow. A, the answer is 58,200. For B, 97,200. C, 3,95,500. So we have to accept project C. Question number 2. Appraisal of replacement decision under net present value method. So calculation of present value, it is 1,80,000. Calculation of present value of incremental cash flows, machine A and machine B, and the increment. Sales minus expenditures. So sales la endha changes illa, there is no increment. Sales in units 1,50,000 for both. Adhe mari sales in rupees la endha difference illa. Then with respect to the expenditure, the operating cost, it is 2 lakh for A and 1,50,000 for B. So difference is 50,000. Fixed cost la endha change illa. So net cash inflow is 50,000. Present value 1,71,650 and the outflow is 1,80,000 less pannona 8,350 is a net present value. It is negative. Okay, so the replacement decision is not financially feasible. So the company should not replace machine A. Then question number 3. You have to calculate the net present value and recommend the project that can be accepted. Okay, இது நார்மலான ப்ராப்ளம் தான். டிஸ்கவுண்டட் கேஷ் இன்ஃப்ளோ 10% ஓட வேல்யூ போட்டு மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணி போடுறது. ஸோ எதோட ஹையர் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம்னா the net present value of project B is higher. So you have to choose this project. Then question number 4. Question number 4 அதே தான் net present value. So present value of inflows minus present value of outflows அது போட்டோம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா எந்த ப்ராஜெக்டோடது அதிகமா இருக்கோ அதை எடுத்துக்குவோம். So for project 2 it is 3,32,200. So that should be accepted. Then question number 5. So that is also an incremental cash flow approach. நார்மலான ப்ராப்ளம், பெரிய காம்ப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ் இதுல எதுவுமே இல்லை. ஸோ இன்க்ரிமெண்டல் கேஷ் அவுட்ஃப்ளோஸ் அதுல இருக்கிற டிஃபரன்ஸ், அதாவது ரெண்டு ப்ராஜெக்ட்லயும் எது அதிகமா இருக்கோ what is the difference அப்படிங்கறத எடுத்து கால்குலேட் பண்ணனா you will get that difference. Incremental net present value is 80,200. So since project B has a positive net present value over and above project A, it is recommended. Then section C, write short notes on internal rate of return. So this is also a method which is followed in the discounted cash flow techniques. So அதோட ஃபார்முலா என்ன அப்படிங்கறத சொல்லிருக்கோம். It is 4 marks question. Then what is the need for capital budgeting decision? எதுக்காக அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம்னா, so capital budgeting எப்போ போடுவோம்னா in case of any expansion of the business, புதுசா மிஷின் ஏதாவது வாங்கணும் for expansion or ஏதாவது ஒரு ஆல்ரெடி இருக்கிற மிஷினை ரீப்ளேஸ்மெண்ட் பண்ணலாம், or you can go for diversification or buying or lease decisions and for research and development. So that's all with respect to question paper 2. Then test 3. So section A, choose the correct answer. 1 C, 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D. Then true or false? First one is false, second one is true. Then fill in the blanks. 1.25 and for the next one increase in expenses, and for third one the operating leverage will be 2.5. Then we have section B. So section B, ratio analysis. All missing ratios நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்சு you have to prepare the statement of assets and liabilities. So the balance sheet total will be 5,60,000. So it is 5,60,000. Right? Fixed asset 3,60,000, current assets plus stock 1,10,000, quick assets 90,000. So the total panna we will get 5,60,000. On the other hand, we have the liabilities, share capital 4 lakhs, reserves and surplus or 80,000. For current liabilities for the bank OD or 20,000, other current liabilities 60,000. So other total panna 5,60,000. So working notes போட்டாதா அதுக்கு போட முடியும். So working notes பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் first one for the calculation of current assets and current liabilities. So total current assets is 2 lakhs, current liability is 80,000 நமக்கு கிடைக்கும். அதுல bank overdraft is given as 20,000, current liability is 80,000, balancing figure என்னன்னா other current liabilities னு எடுத்துக்கோம். Then the next working note stock, current assets minus quick assets. Liquid ratio is given. அதனால we have quick assets of 90,000. So stock on the current assets minus quick assets, we will get 1,10,000. And the next we have proprietary ratio. So otherwise we can get the share capital 4 lakhs. Fixed assets is அதுல 0.75% அப்படின்னு இருக்கிறதுனால 3,60,000. Then question number 2, you have to prepare the statement of proprietors funds. So சில ratios நம்ம கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, அதை வச்சு work பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா you will get a stock 80,000 and proprietors fund அந்த formula வச்சு fixed assets divided by இங்க போட்ட அதே formula fixed assets divided by proprietors fund. So by solving you will get the share capital of 4 lakhs and fixed asset 3,60,000. So this is the statement of proprietors fund. Share capital, reserves and surplus 4,80,000 and other what the proprietors do. They invest their funds in the fixed assets 3,60,000, stock 80,000 and other current assets 1,20,000. Less current liabilities of 80,000. So you will get the total of 4,80,000. Then question number 3. So ido ratio da and you have to prepare the balance sheet. So balance sheet total 1,60,000. Working notes, first is the current debt to total debt. So current debt is 24,000. Fixed assets 60,000 and current assets is 1 lakh. So balance on the asset side is cash 60,000. Then question number 4. So ஒரு balance sheet கொடுத்திருக்காங்க and the income statement is also given. So இதுல இருந்து you have to prepare the cash flow statement as per AS3. Okay, so cash flow from operation activities, we know profit before tax, add back depreciation and interest, less dividend received. And there is an increase or a decrease in the current assets and current liabilities, adukana adjustment. Changes in working capital. And after that, less the tax paid. So total cash provided by operating activities. Then cash flow from investing activities, 2,750 negative. Cash flow from financing activities, 1,100 negative. So the net increase in cash and cash equivalents is 50. So if you add the cash and cash equivalents at 31st March 2018 opening with that of the net increase during the current year 50, you will get that cash and cash equivalents at the end of the year, that is 350. Then question number 5. Identify the following items which are inflows or outflows and place them under the appropriate categories under the cash flow statement. So normal income tax refund is an inflow item, operating activity. Proceeds of share issue, inflow, financing activity. Interest received by a financing enterprise is an inflow, operating activity. Decrease in debtors, inflow, operating activity. Dividend received by a manufacturing company is inflow, financing activity. So from the following information you have to prepare a cash flow statement. So for that cash flow statement, cash from operation, the answer is 2,000 negative. Sorry, net cash used in operating activities is 5,000 negative. Cash from investing activities 50,000. Cash flow from financing activities, it is 59,000. The net increase in cash is 4,000. And the working notes for that, provision for taxation and plant and machinery account. Section C, defensive interval ratio, 5 mark question. So what is defensive interval ratio and what is the formula for that ratio அப்படிங்கிறது எழுதுனா போதும். So that's all with regard to test 3. And the full test, test number 7. Section A, 1D, 2B, 3A, 4D, 5C, 6C, 7B, 8C, 9A and 10D. (11B, 12B, 13D, 14D and 15B). Then true or false, first false and second one false, third false, fourth false, fifth one is true, sixth one false, seventh one is true. Then with respect to the fill in the blanks, first one is securitization, number 2 window dressing, number 3 tandem, number 4 durand, number 5 is 2.5 and 6 1.25. And for 7 it is increase in expenses, and for 8 it is 2.5. Then section B. So section B la neenga enna pananum appadina, you have to calculate the leverage. So the answer is operating leverage 1.38, financial leverage 1.03, combined leverage 1.42. Then question number 2. So cost of preference share capital, இது already நம்ம test 1 ல பார்த்ததுதான். At par what 12.5, at premium 11.11 and at discount 13.33. Question number 3. This is also leverages. Degree of financial leverage 1.14. Degree of operating leverage is 3.5. Then question number 4. So question number 4 பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் incremental cash flow approach. So already இது test number 2 ல பார்த்த அதே question தான், Zenith Limited. So the cash outflows. So the net present value is 80,200. So this project is recommended. Project B is recommended. Question number 5. So இது வந்து ஒரு machine replacementக்காக கொடுத்திருக்க cash flow details. Based on the profitability index, you have to work it out. 6 marks. So initial cash outflow is for machine A 5 and for B it is 5.8. Discounted value of cash inflows. For machine A it is 5.44 and for machine B it is 6. So the profitability index is A 1.088 and for B it is 1.034. So for machine A is higher. அதனால அதை நம்ம choose பண்ணிக்கலாம். Then question number 6 is a balance sheet given. Current ratio calculate பண்ணனும் 1.72. Debt equity ratio 0.54. So அதுக்கான working notes. There is current assets 930 lakhs, current liabilities 540 lakhs, debt 300 lakhs and equity is 560 lakhs. Question number 7. Calculate the working capital. So the answer is current assets 42 lakh, 42 lakh 75,000 and current liability is 5 lakhs. So the net working capital is 37 lakh and 75,000. And then the question number 8 is, இது already நம்ம இப்ப தான் பார்த்தோம், எல்லாமே cash flows தான். First one is operating, second is financing activity, third operating, fourth operating and fifth one is financing. Section C. It is Modigliani Miller dividend model. So அதோட assumptions என்னங்கிறது எழுதணும். Perfect capital market, there is no tax applicable for dividend, fixed investment policy, risk and uncertainties do not exist, one discount rate is applicable to all securities and all tenures of investment. So what is the internal rate of return? Then அதோட formula. Then you have debtors turnover ratio, explain debtors turnover ratio and then write the formula for the same. Then dangers of inadequate amount of working capital. So any 4 points, 4 or 5 points since it is a 5 mark question. What is the difference between fund flow and cash flow statement? Any 5 points. Okay, so that's all with respect to FM. And we have one balance left out in financial accounting. So test number 7 of financial accounting. Section A 1C, 2B, 3C, 4C. 5B and true or false பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் first false, 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 true, false. Fill in the blanks. To balance brought forward. Number 2, it is short workings. And number 3, it is 14th August 2017. Section B பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நமக்கு பார்ட்னர்ஷிப் இருக்கு. ஸோ ரீவாலுவேஷன் அக்கவுண்ட் அதோட பேலன்ஸ் ப்ராஃபிட் ஆன் ரீவாலுவேஷன் இஸ் 4,000 rupees. And partners capital account ஓட closing balance 1,73,400, 75,600, 83,000. And the balance sheet of a new firm 3,85,000 is a total. Okay. Question number 2. Show the reserve for bad debts and reserve for discount on debtors. So reserve for bad debts by P&L account க்கு எவ்வளவு போகும் closing அப்படினா 600 and by balance carried on for the second year it is 2,000. Then reserve for discount on debtors. Balance carried out at the end of first year 1,102 and at the end of second year 760. Then question number 3. இது வந்து fire insurance. Memorandum trading account for the period. Gross profit வந்து 6,80,400. Then statement of insurance claim 3,89,650. So policy amount is more than the claim amount. The average clause will not apply. So therefore this 3,89,650 will be admitted by the insurance company. So அதுக்கான working notes trading account. For calculating the rate of gross profit 30%. Question number 4. Single entry system. So அதுல வந்து ராம் பிரகாஷோட trading and P&L account gross profit 2,14,000, net profit is 56,000, balance sheet total 2,76,000. So working notes பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் total debtors, total creditors. Then you have the cash book. Cash book balance is 6,000. Then capital at the beginning of the period. Statement of affairs. Photo அப்படினா 3,02,000. Balancing figure capital 2,50,000. Then question number 5. Compute the value of land acquired. So this is a calculation. Purchase price plus stamp duty, legal fees, title guarantee insurance, then demolition expenses after deducting the salvaged materials. And the balance is value of land. இதெல்லாத்தையும் add பண்ணனும், you will get the value of land 5,528. Question number 6. That is self-balancing ledgers. So அதுக்கான journal entries. Number 1. Mehta in sales or debtors ledger account debit to Mehra 8,700. Then suspense account to sales account 1,000. Then sales or debtors ledger adjustment account to general ledger adjustment account 1,000. Then mega limited account debit to purchase returns 15,600 and creditor ledger adjustment account to general ledger it is 15,600. Question number 7. Departmental accounting. So opening stock total 300, 200 and 380. Then computation of gross profit ratio 40%. Then computation of gross cost per unit 96, 108 and 120. Then finally the departmental trading account. Gross profit 1,63,200, 345,600, 499,200. Question number 8. So this is with respect to AS 9 revenue recognition. So இத பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் the monthly rentals towards the license fee and variable fee as a percentage of turnover on annual basis is the income related to the common financial year. Therefore, recognizing the fee as a revenue cannot be deferred simply because the invoice is raised in the subsequent period. இது accounting standard number 9 related ஆன question. Then question number 9. Hire purchase. Hire purchase la profit and loss account were a balance 62,000. Section C, fundamental accounting assumptions and accounting policies குள்ள difference. Any 5 differences எழுதுனா போதும். Then difference and payments account and income and expenditure account. Any 5. Then write short notes on minimum rent or dead rent. And then what are the issues with which the accounting standard deal with? So any 5 points. So that's all with respect to test 7. Accounts completed and FMO completed. Thank you.